right, with luck, the microphone is working. It's not too terribly loud. It's in a good spot. I actually have it on like the strap of my jacket. Not on my jacket, on my bag. And that's gonna be loud anyways. All right, so starting out here, we are at the south entrance to Aiko-Ishida Station. And we're just gonna take a walk kind of around the station right now, man. Why not? I guess it's really more for my purposes than anything else, but this is what I would consider my home station. It's not the entrance I usually go in through. That's usually the north entrance, but we'll get around to that. Hopefully I will not stick out enough as I'm coming through here. Clearly filming. it's kind of obvious. This is going to be more off the cuff than anything else. I was planning on not actually narrating it, but I'm like, what else am I going to do? All right, elevator over here. The Foresty Coffee is here, but it's actually closed today. And then there's the 7-Eleven right there. I don't remember seeing the soba place there before. Busy, kind of. That's the direction to the platform. I actually will stop and look around that way again. I need to get out of the way. That's an ATM, but yeah. The entrance to the platforms are over there. Recharge and get tickets there. And then that's technically the top of the north entrance there. I'm gonna walk out over onto the footbridge and give you a view kind of around there. We'll see it again pretty soon. But there is the bus center and pickup area. A little bit further over that way is the taxi stand. This is usually where I come in at. And on the other side of the footbridge, we'll see it coming back down too. As I come around over here, around the people. Just the other part of the pickup area. We'll see that Lawson real quick. Anyways, we're gonna head down the stairs and start our way around. I always forget the name of this ramen restaurant. It's technically a Chinese place, but you know, Chinese here, it can mean a lot of things. You can get traditional Chinese, or you can get, you know, Japanese style Chinese. But yeah, Chuka Shokudo. It's a chain. This place I know I've seen multiple times. I always just forget the name because it's not written anywhere in like at least in hiragana or katakana to give a reading there. Now this Lawson here, this Lawson's been here at least as long as I've been coming to Japan. I've been coming here to Otsuki to stay. It was an Odakyu OX Mart at one point, but that changed, I think, after 2017. It's been a Lawson the whole time. The only difference now, there used to be a place to sit down inside of this Lawson, and they've since removed it, probably because of COVID. But that's nice and handy to hit up, but there's lots of stuff in this area if you're looking for food or convenience stores. As we make our way west, this KFC, which I've seen multiple times on multiple trips. I finally ate at on this current trip. I don't think, can I see what I got? Yeah, because it was a normal menu item. It was the teriyaki twister set there, $7.20. It's pretty good, not too bad. Certainly probably the best KFC experience I've had in a while. Ooh, there's somebody pulling in. And this kid won't get out of my way. There we go. It's always fun to figure out what the right direction to go in on the street is, because you think it might be left. It's lots of trucks. This is a busy street here. It's just 246. We get out of the way of this parking lot. I can get in on there. 246. I think it's like a national route. It's a busy street though. The Yoshinoya, which I haven't eaten at this one either. I've had Yoshinoya here, and it's pretty good. Anyways, to continue my thought, sometimes you think, okay, you've got to be on the left side of the sidewalk, or go into the more narrow portion of the sidewalk, because that's for foot traffic and everything else is for bikes. No, people just kind of pick whatever the fuck they want. It just happens. Now, when you get over here, there are like some bars. There is this spot here. It's not open. Actually, I don't know when they open. St. Gallen Brewing. I've had some of their beers. It's been a few years. I don't think they brew here, but it says brewing company. I think it's owned by them. But they have a BrewDog sign in there too, but that is horrifically sun faded. There's a Aiko-Ishida. We're not going to go that far. Actually, don't even go this far normally. There is a Ringer Hut down there too, which I haven't had yet, but I had champon at the house, my buddy's place, and that's good enough for me. It was using a store-bought set, but it was also having a lot of fresh ingredients added in too. Yeah, this place doesn't open until 5:30. Yeah, I had it at a different place, some of their beer. It's pretty good. That was like 4.5 years ago. All right, coming down this way, we are approaching the train tracks. There are a couple of other houses around here, but there are a couple of other. Oh, this is the backside of this area, the place that was there. And then there's a couple of izakaya, like right on the tracks. Car behind me. Although it's on the other side of the road. I've been here 6 weeks and I still forget that. And then there's bike parking in the entrance to the Yoshinoya. You can actually cut through here if you want to cut from like the street to cross over here instead of doing the big roundabout. You can cut directly through here and then up onto the sidewalk, or into the parking lot, I should say. And this is not expecting any trains, but this is the Odawara Line. We might actually hang out around here just long enough to see if we can't, I don't know what this person's doing, see if we can't get a train crossing. So if there is a cut, there probably will be, that's going to be a train coming through. Right on cue. I don't know which direction it's coming from. But like one side, there we go. One side of these comes down first. And then you see the other side coming down here. Apologies for the loud noises. Yeah, I don't know if it's coming from east or west. We're about to find out. Oh, you can't really see it. I can just see the lights. It's a stopping train. I thought it might have been a pass-through, but let's see if we can't get over and catch this on its way out without getting hit by a car. This is still a street. Because that'll be pulling out right now pretty soon. I think that is a 3000 model. We'll see. Hey, I got it. Yeah, it is a 3000 series. I didn't even catch if it was doing the Rapid Express or not. All right, back over here so I don't get hit. Now, if you've been keeping up with any of the vlogs I did in the past, there is a really nice bakery here, Rebebebe. That is new. That is, as the sign says, since 2022. It is a very recent addition to this area. I don't remember what was in that building in 2019. And to make some cuts there, probably. I'll tell you about the process, because I almost get hit by a car that was trying to park that didn't look like a parking spot. And cross back over. Hey, there's another train coming through. This Family Mart has been here for a while. My first trip in 2018, I actually didn't even really come over to this side of the station. But after my very favorable experiences elsewhere with Family Mart, I was like, okay, I gotta hit up the Family Mart. This is the other bus terminal area, or bus center, I guess you could call it. It's much smaller. The buses that stop in here are actually much smaller too. You get some of the standard sizes here, but there's like a smaller blue bus that also cuts through here too. Oh, that is the 30,000 series romance car. That's a big one. That was either 8 or 10 cars. You get some 6-car variations that go through here as well. And we're back at the south entrance again. This spot, like when we get over here, it's probably pretty nondescript, but I think it's worth filming anyways. This place is they make headstones, it looks like. Based on the signage and based on some of the stuff that's in there. Yeah, they make headstones for cemeteries. I guess for all your headstone needs. We pop back over here. And I don't know what way to go here. Because it doesn't really matter. Although I think if I go right here, it's going to take me further away. So we're going to go down this pathway. And it's mostly just smaller businesses here. Japan Post there. This, I have no idea. I can't read it. It doesn't look like anybody. Oh, there is somebody in that little shack there. Ooh. When you're least expecting it. I think somebody's behind me. So let's step out of the way. Or not. Where the hell are they going? Oh, what we got over here? We'll take a stop at a vending machine. Mugicha, Pocari Sweat, water, Wilkinson's lemon. Always a good little choice. Calpis water, Calpis soda, a couple monsters, some teas. It's at least relatively cheap. Some of the fancier places, you'll be spending a little bit more. It might only be like a 40, 50 yen difference, but that does actually add up. And sometimes it's like it's the exact same drink, you're just paying more for it because of the area. But when you're in a smaller area like this, you tend to get better deals. What is that, New Japan? Sakura Genesis. Oh, yeah, cool. I don't remember there being a bookstore here, although, to be fair, bookstores for the most part for me here are not for me, because my language skills are extremely lacking. Nothing much here. That's just there's lots of parking lots in the country. I found that at least a few buildings, one in particular in Kabukicho, got torn down. It was an old Matsuya that had been there for a while. The building's gone now, and it's like I think you can fit like maybe at best 8 cars in that lot. And that's on a good day. The pharmacy that we just walked past here, and this actually leads up and around. I don't remember what road this was. I thought there was another izakaya back there, but it might have been on the other road. World famous karate bar, New Dondon. What? Okay. That sounds kind of rad. Karaoke and snack. If you want to come get drunk and sing, there you go. Right here at Aiko-Ishida Station. Alright, so this is going to turn around here and head up. It's a Big old well, not a big hill, reasonably sized hill. I don't know what actually is down there. Everything else around here is houses and trucks, loud trucks, and apartment buildings. So right now we are on essentially the eastern boundary of the station. One thing I didn't mention, the name itself, I think is, and I'll put it on screen if I fucked it up, it's a combination of two names because the station itself partially exists in Atsugi and also partially exists in Isehara, which is a different city. I think it's the two areas that it exists in. Aiko, which is in Atsugi, and Ishida, which is a ward in Isehara. Big truck coming through. All right. Now this part right here isn't really necessarily part of the station. It's really once you get over to the Koban that you get back into the station proper. All right, yeah, big footbridge. Thankfully, this is quite nice. I don't necessarily have to take it, but I've actually gotten off early from the bus, like one stop earlier just to save a little money. And then just walked up, and yeah, you can just take the footbridge all the way across. And as we get further down, you'll see a 7-Eleven across the street here. Me and my buddy Chris have been picked up here quite a few times because it was, I think, just slightly easier to get picked up from here than from the station proper. And you can take the footbridge, not over this way, but if you see, so we get past the pillar, that extra walkway down there near the Maneki Neko karaoke place, you can get to street level and just walk over here and go to that 7-Eleven. That's kind of been like our main 7-Eleven in this area. All right. And when we cross over, this, there's this, I think it's a yakitori place. But, like, we've never been here, and I think we've been warned it's not very good. I've never been there anyways. So, not much point. All right, so now we're back at the north entrance. Go past a taxi stand here. Yeah, taxi stand, Taxi Noriba. All the bus pickup areas. Number 4 is usually, number 4 or number 3, it depends. So 15 buses here going to Morinosato. That one does not pick up very often, so I'm not usually taking that. It's usually the 16 or something else. As we come over here, you have a rather large map. Let's see if we can't read that. Nanmori Minami Chiku Arukingu Mapu. Sure. That's a very poor reading, and I couldn't tell you what it means other than it's clearly a map of the Atsugi area and showing off various spots. I actually have no idea how old this map is. Oh, wait, no. Now I do. March of 2000, 23 years ago. You want to feel old? There you go. And this is a map of the station area, various spots you can pick up the buses at. This is really just for the buses, it looks like. All right. Yeah, this is usually how I go into the station. I get off the bus, or I get dropped off. I might hit up this boss machine, which has literally been here for, first visit in August 2018. The only thing they don't have is the Big Boss anymore. That was a vending machine exclusive. And I'll take you back up. go back to the footbridge and end things there. It's probably not the most thrilling video, but at the very least, like I said, I consider this my home station, even though I don't live in Japan. I've used Aiko-Ishida quite a bit, to the point where it's the station. It's the first train station I ever encountered, ever had to use. This is where I bought my Passmo that I still have to this day. And even though I didn't get to use it until about like two-thirds of the way through my trip, this time around, it still has a special place in my heart. Yeah, as I was saying, there's 7-Eleven over there. If you take the stairs over here and hop down to street level, just walk over there and you're good to go. Anyways, that's it for me. If you have any questions, any comments, leave them down below. Try to answer anything I can. It's not an extensive walkthrough, but this is a small station. It's a small station. It's an important station because it is hit on basically every line that passes through here between Shinjuku and Odawara. So lots of people come through here. Lots of people within Otsuki travel through the area, travel through this station. But it's not like a really big one. It's not as important as maybe Machida or Ebina or something like that. And yeah, let me know if you take a train station here in Japan. What do you take, man? Or people? And yeah, again, let me know any questions, anything you might want to ask about this area. I'll try to answer them. But that's it for me. Stay safe, stay well, watch out for weirdos out there. We'll catch you all again soon. Goodbye from Aiko-Ishida Station.